Jonathan Goldman. I'm Jay Weidner. This is the Smoke and Mirrors Radio Hour every Monday through Friday from 6 to 7 on the West Coast, 9 to 10 on the East Coast, and all spaces in between. All right, Jonathan, you were talking about 2012, and you were also talking about creating large groups of people, and I think you ought to get it all together, and let's do something on 2012 all over the world.
Okay, so, Jay, it's interesting, and I, as you know, back in 1987, which was said to be sort of the beginning of this tunnel of energy, if you like, spiraling energy that would culminate in the 2012 December 21st phenomenon, was something called the harmonic convergence. So this is something I've been aware of for a real long time. And, during commercial, and then we're hearing Mickey Hart, and I'm thinking, it's really important that Dan Brown is bringing to public consciousness the idea that people's combined thoughts, their intentionality, are able to actually work on an exponential level. So it's not even 1 + 1 = 3, but it's like 1 + 1 = 11 or something huge. And the fact that he's preparing people for that is really on a level, if you like, getting folks ready for some of the work that I'm doing and some of the work that you're doing. Because in the new book, The Divine Name, I have actually a chart from the Global Consciousness Project of we have an event every year called World Sound Healing Day. And this is on February 14th, of course, which is Valentine's Day. And I just figured, okay, this is a day, let's all, as many people as possible, project if you like, a sonic Valentine to the Gaia consciousness, to the planet. And I actually created this website called the Temple of Sacred Sound, which is templeofsacredsound.org, that people can go on, and it's the world's first interactive toning temple where you can go in, you see these different geometric forms, and you go into these different chambers, and you can make an om or an ah or you, these different seed syllables from these different traditions while you're generating the intention of compassion, love, of appreciation. And what was so interesting, I was talking about the Global Consciousness Project, because for that day, it's really outrageous. What should be a straight line looks like Mount Everest. It really goes up that much and then comes down during and a little bit after the time when we made the sound, showing that there really is some sort of major, if you like, interrelationship between our consciousness, personal, between our sound, personal, and between our consciousness and sound, global. So, with regard, no question, Jay. I hadn't even thought that far in advance. But boy, we definitely many of us need to be sounding energies of light and love for the December 21st thing. I personally am very, very excited about this, and not at all in a state of fear, for want of a better term. Yeah, there's lots of stuff going on the planet right now. And some people are freaking out over what's going on. Oh, my God, Jay, do you know what the word apocalypse means? I bet you do.
I do, but go ahead, tell us.
Well, it simply means secret revelation or hidden revelation. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean the end of the world.
That's right.
And, okay, that's great. I'm waiting for the secret revelation. Maybe I'm delivering the secret revelation. Maybe you are, too. But, this whole thing about the world, coming to an end and this and that, all the different traditions, really, they talk about really just, if you like, from a sound point of view, moving up to another level of consciousness, moving up to another level of vibration, moving up to another level of, harmonic resonance. And, I'm excited and thrilled because whether there is actually some sort of waveform that's going to occur because we're going to be going into the center of the Milky Way and there's this time-space portal that's occurring, or whether it's simply the fact that people's combined consciousness is going to interface together and create some outrageous things. I'm very excited.
I am too. I don't know what to expect. I'm an eternal optimist, possibly foolishly, but
No.
I think that this is really an opportunity for us, and I can't dismiss this historical cyclic thing that we seem to go through every 85 years, which, by the way, follows the orbit of Uranus, which also goes in 85-year cycles. So there's this kind of thing that happens, and we're going through it, and we can decide what kind of world we want to have come out on the other end. And I think it's time for us to start talking about that right now. That's really one of the reasons I'm doing all the stuff that I do, just to get a conversation going about what kind of world it is that we want to have when we come out of this chaotic period that we're in.
Well, that's the last sentence in the last paragraph of my new book is, we have a choice. And, exactly what you said, what kind of world do we want to create? And I don't know, I have, I guess, a sardonic sense of humor because I, begin to see, things happening with people and, I'm really in alignment with the fact that these are times of great shift. That doesn't mean that it's the end of the world as we know it. And it doesn't mean anything other than great shift and change is occurring. I think great shift and change has been occurring for a long time. In the world of sound waves actually travel as what is called an analog thing, so it's not off and on. And people think of 2012 as being an off-on, like a light switch or a digital thing, but really on a level, if there's a waveform that's occurring, we're in the midst of it right now. And, sure, we can feel that time is speeding up and all these other things are going on, but by gosh and by golly, it's very exciting, very, very interesting times to be on this planet. Don't you agree?
I do, and I really do. I don't know what to say sometimes. There's Mickey Hart. I want to get back to that. Hey, Mickey, I wish you'd come back with Grateful Dead. Hey, I guess we can't. Jerry's long gone. Okay, so I want to come back to that and talk about how sound can help us get through what we're going through.
Okay,
so we'll be back. Jonathan Goldman, HealingSounds.com. Get the video, the DVD at SacredMysteries.com or buy it at Jonathan Goldman's website, HealingSounds.com. I'm Jay Weidner. We'll be right back with the Smoke and Mirrors Radio Hour.